Guess what? I'm going to be a YouTuber.
YouTuber can again. Oh, vale. Oh.
I'm being for real. I'm going to be a YouTuber on the side. Exact. No, not rent. Listen. Mama. Hi everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Excuse you guys. Hi everyone, I am Lebogang Khudi and welcome to my YouTube channel. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And you can find me on Instagram at Lebu. My name is Lebo. You get it? I don't have Twitter. I get not Twitter. Gataba. Y'all are mean. I have a soft heart. I can't do that.
Twitter streets can be very rough. And if you are weak, stay out of tweet. Just delete your account.
But yeah, guys, I'm here. I got bullied into making a YouTube channel, mainly by my Instagram followers. A week would not go by without someone saying, Lebo, make a YouTube channel. My friends as well, and my family. So here I am, I gave in. It's not that I didn't want to. I mean, I grew up watching My Life as Ava, Meredith Foster, Sierra Furtado, Tila Dunn, Alicia Marie. Yeah, I wanted to be a YouTuber like them. But I just didn't have that push in me to actually want to do it. But I think after years and years of encouragement from people, I was just like, Lebo, you have the content, why not just make it? And that's why I'm here. So this is going to be a Rocking the Daisies vlog. Actually, let me explain what happened. Okay, so before I made this YouTube channel, I asked my Instagram followers on a poll. I was like, should I do a get to know me, or should I do whatever I want, like just post anything? And the final result was that I should make a get to know me. But me being the Aquarius that I am, I was just like, no. I want to do things differently. I want to just start, and then you guys can build up some assumptions about me, and then maybe we can do a get to know me later on. I was like, why not make a Rocking the Daisies vlog? It just happened right now. And mine is not any ordinary Rocking the Daisies vlog. I won a competition to meet one of my favorite artists at Rocking the Daisies, IAMDDB. So I will be showing you guys some behind the scenes content of that whole experience as well. So listen, I've got a whole lot of content for you guys. This will be like a point of reference for future Rocking the Daisies goers. But yeah, I'm so excited. Let's just get right into it. I will pop in here and there to say a couple of things and make some comments. But let's get in. How do they do it? Let's get into it. Mama, Manosi. IAMDDB is going to Rocking the Daisies! On the 16th of September, Rocking the Daisies posted, listen, we're having a meet and greet competition for IAMDDB. And I was like, I am going to enter every single day of my life until I win.
And I work like a dog day and night.
And then on the 3rd of October, I get mentioned on Rocking the Daisy stories, but I see I won for X ambassadors. Njani if I don't like swimming Ghana music. The severity of this, I'm meeting IAMDDB. And I've been listening to her since grade 9. Nah, Oaks, wait a damn minute. It's actually a big thing. I'm meeting IAMDDB. Okay, I need to work now. I'm gonna do some work that is due next week right now, so that when I come back on Sunday, I can just rest. Yeah, because I'm not going to sleep in any case. I'm too excited. Have I packed my bag? Not really. Not really, hey? It's sitting there, but I haven't packed my bag yet. But I will, and I have a class tomorrow, hey! I literally went to campus at 6:10 on Friday morning because I had so much work to do. I had to write a 1,500 word essay, and I actually did it. I wrote it in 2 hours, and I was like, let's go to Daisies. All right, guys, we got our ride. Only 300 Rand. Awesome. Oh, if you can see my tent. Hi, this is Rebecca, y'all. We are gonna be together this whole weekend.
We are rocking the Daisies.
I'm so excited. Let's go! Woohoo! Rocking the Daisies! So like you saw in the first video, we used InDriver to get to Rocking the Daisies, which was based in Darling, an hour away from Cape Town. And this cost 300 Rand. And this was because InDriver paired up with Rocking the Daisies as their transport medium. But this is us on our way to the festival. And this is us in the line. It wasn't that long. It took like 10 minutes. They checked your ID, your bags, your festival tickets and everything. And yeah, it was really quick and efficient. This is when we got to our camping site. We got free goodies, like a water bottle, some like deodorant, and yeah, power banks and everything. I was staying in the She Said So Oasis camp, which is basically a camp for women and the LGBTQIA plus community, which is amazing. So cool, we get into the camping sites, we've got all our stuff, we find a spot, even though it was really hard to find a spot because we arrived at 3:30. And then we only got to our camping sites around like 4 because when you get into the festival, you have to walk to your camping site. And our one was like, not the furthest, but it felt like I was walking to Timbuktu or something. It took forever. It was hot and good one. I was not having a good time. Okay, cool. We get into our camping site now, like I said, and I'm like, let's pitch the tent. My dad, shout out to Jiming Hudi for teaching me how to pitch a tent. If it wasn't for my dad, I don't know what I would have done. But okay, Shap. I'm like, okay, we've got our spot. The first step is to obviously lay out the tent and then get the pegs out. Now I'm like, the pegs need a hammer. How did a hammer? Yo. We didn't have a hammer. And so now I'm like,
what the hell we gonna do now?
Because the issue is, I think everyone was scared to pack a hammer, or actually we didn't think about it. Because I'm like, it would have been, I don't know, described as a weapon and then maybe it would have been confiscated or something. So next year, guys, if you go to Daisies, please pack a hammer. Yo! So luckily I'm a very extroverted person. I walk around the camp asking for a hammer. Guys, I think there was like, in my area, like 2 people who had hammers and we were waiting in a line to use it. And then when it came to my turn, baby, it was time to show off my skill. Sharp, it's in.
Is it deep?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Yo guys, we've been here.
Now I'm tired. I did it, y'all. I did it. Oh my gosh.
Guys, I'm having FOMO. Guys, I'm having FOMO.
So Rockin' the Daisies made an app with all the artists' performance times and the stages in which they performed at. And all the artists you see on screen are the artists that I went to go watch, except Aries, but I'll explain why. This was the layout, and there's my camping site, She Said So Oasis. Right next to it was the Johnny Walker stage. And to get to the Maybelline, Savannah, and Heineken station, you had to walk.
In the front, baby. In the front, baby. In the front, baby.
It was at this moment that she knew she fucked up.
Yes, I lost my voice on the very first day of rocking the Daisies, literally within 2 hours of performances. But don't judge me. So after watching IAMDDB, it was Fivio, but I couldn't watch him properly because I had to go meet IAMDDB, because obviously the meet and greet was immediately after her performance. So on the Friday, like in the morning, we were added on a group chat, the meet and greet group chat, and guys, there were so many rules given to us for the meet and greet. Let me show you. You had to be at the meetup spot at 11 o'clock. If you weren't there, they were going to leave you. You can't call or reply to the messages on the group. You only had 2 minutes to speak to IAMDDB. No +1s. You come by yourself. Obviously, I waited at the meetup spots like we were told. And then we're told that now IAMDDB is a bit tired. She wants to take a break for like 20 minutes. So then the head of meet and greets was like, you guys can come into the VIP section and like get a drink and watch the show from here. Now, as we're about to enter, actually wait, let me show you the other winners of the meet and greet. Hold on.
So we're the winners of the meet and greet for IAMDDB.
Period. We won this.
Okay, sharp. So after taking that video, literally seconds after taking that video, and I look straight ahead, I see Dreamville. I see Baz, Bokos, Bo, Guap, Dead, what, whenever way.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But, guys, I didn't even focus on them. Like, yes, it's Baz, it's wow! In front of me, like, you know? Mara, guys, you know who I saw? I saw my favorite hip-hop artist, Buddy. I looked him in the eye and I was like, I don't want anything but to get a picture with Buddy because I love this man. Oh my God. So after taking the picture with Buddy and my friend taking pictures with Baz and all of them, we got into the VIP section and I think I got a drink, yes. And then I should have taken more videos of that, like the drink system and stuff, but I got a drink and then I watched Fivio a bit from the VIP section until we were called to go and meet IAMDDB.
VIP, baby. VIP.
Sosa, viral, movie. I'm in this bitch with the Wooski.
Meet and greet time, y'all. Meet and greet time. We're gonna go meet IAMDDB. Walk into the room where IAMDDB is. We're backstage. And guys, I can't describe how I felt. She smells like vanilla.
Okay. Whatever that means. It's getting weird.
She smells really good. She's really friendly, really kind, beautiful. Like, I was just so mesmerized by just looking at her because I've never seen such beauty, child.
I've seen beauty before, but this is a discovery.
But anyways, I thought because, you know, we had been warned that, like, it has to be a quick thing. We only have 2 minutes each. Like, look, it's a very serious thing. Bona, IAMDDB was so relaxed. She was like, who wants a shot? Oaks, I had a shot with IAMDDB. Shot shot Oaks. I think it was Hennessy. Was it Hennessy? I think it was Hennessy. Okay, I know what it was. Never mind. But I had a shot with IAMDDB.
Go, you ready? Yeah. Alright guys, so what are we cheersing to? We're live and direct in South Africa, Cape Town. You know what? We're cheersing to being beautiful, blessed people.
Yes.
We're cheersing to chasing our dreams.
Yes.
To always being real to ourselves.
Yes.
And to staying fucking dick, bitch. Okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't mind.
Okay, I'm gonna like fake.
Now, let me explain myself, okay? So at the back of my phone, I have like a Polaroid with one of my guy friends. So I was just like, don't mind the boy, like just sign over his face. Not that it mattered though, but I was just like, don't mind the boy.
Yeah? Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm so happy. Thank you, guys.
So, guys, remember how I said it was supposed to be 2 minutes, like quick, each person gets a picture, then we're out? I think I was in that room with IAMDDB for at least 15 minutes. Because we drank, then she gave us a whole story about why she didn't come in 2018. Because she was supposed to come to Rocking the Daisies back then, but then she had bad management. And then she cancelled. Yeah, like guys, then we got individual pictures, then we got our phones signed. Like, yo guys, it was so chilled. The atmosphere was it was so relaxed. Her aura, man. But because we went over time due to the fact that she asked for a break, I ended up missing A. Reese. He performed at 12. And I missed him. But you know what, ne? I said to myself, Aries is South African. I can see him somewhere again. I'm sure I'll make a plan. I can find him somewhere else. IAMDDB, Uta Kakwa, she's from that side. Alright, when am I ever gonna see her again? Like, the chances of me seeing her again are way less likely than me seeing Aries. So I was like, actually, it's okay. I love Aries, but I was like, it's fine. I'll let it slide. So then after that, I went to go watch Uncle Waffles. Yes!
Let me hear y'all.
Guys, I look like a truck just like ran into me. My voice is gone. Like, I feel amazing. I just look really bad. And it's flipping hot right now. So I'm gonna wake up. I'm probably gonna go like shower or something. But it was so cold last night. Like, guys, I had blankets and everything, but it was so cold. Like, it was so bad. Like, oh. Nah, dude. But it was worth it. Today's day 2 of Rocking the Daisies. We've got Kehlani today. We've got Buddy. We've got Sana, our musician. I'm so excited. And my outfit for today is my favorite. You guys are gonna see. So these were the showers, well, the outside of the showers, and I was waiting in the line, but the line wasn't that long, trust me. These are the bathrooms. They had a sink in them and a mirror. This is the inside of the shower. It was just, big enough for one person, and it had hot water and everything. And then we also had a makeup and chill station. This is where you could get your makeup done for each day of the festival. Obviously not for free, it was included in the price of the camping sites. And then you could also like charge your phones here because there were plug points, so charge your phones or your power banks. We also had a bar, but I did not take any pictures or videos of the bar, but that was also pretty cool. So I'd just like to clarify that in order to gain entry into Rocking the Daisies, you need to get 2 types of different tickets. So you need to get a camping site ticket and then a festival ticket. I know it's crazy, but I mean, that's just the way that it is. So I bought the tickets, or the festival tickets, during phase 1, and I got it for $6.95. And then I bought the camping ticket like 2 months before Rocking the Daisies happened. And that was obviously the She Said So Oasis camping site tickets. And it was $695. And I mean, for all the things that we got, like all the amenities and, you know, everything in the camping site, I would say it was very worthwhile, and I felt very safe, obviously, because like I said, it was mainly a space for women and the LGBTQIA plus community. So I'd highly recommend for people that fit the criteria. And just to add on, I also really liked the fact that it was very easy to move around in this particular camping site because, you know, it's limited to 1,000 people, which may sound like a lot, but in comparison to the other camping sites, it's nothing. I mean, my friends who were staying in general had to wait in like hour-long lines to get to use the shower or to use the bathroom or to like brush their teeth. Whereas with our camping site, literally I'd wait in the line for like 5-10 minutes and then I was able to use the shower or the bathroom or whatever I needed to do. In terms of food, I would highly suggest that you come and bring your own snacks like biltong and like fruits and whatever and like Simba chips, because the food traders were kind of expensive from what I remember, because I got this hot dog and drink for like 100 Rand. So I was not impressed by that. But I mean, in terms of variety, there were many options to pick from in terms of food. But the normal, like, you know, trading stores like Kauai, Starbucks and everything still had their normal prices that you would pay outside of a festival environment. So that wasn't too bad. But yeah, I'd highly suggest you just bring your own snacks as well to nibble on in between the sets. Day 2 was a full day of performances. We had artists like Sinal Musician, Blackie, ex-ambassadors, Nasty C, Kehlani, Buddy and Bars, and many, many more artists performing that day. So we had a full day of performances. Thing is, though, the people that I was interested in only started performing at like 4 p.m. So Sakile, Peter, and I had to find a way to entertain ourselves the whole morning. But we just ended up going to the Savannah stage and ordering some drinks and listening to the music there, because they just had like DJs playing music and, you know, playing some mixes, and that was pretty cool. In terms of drinks, we were served drinks in these little cans, these Rocking the Daisies cans, and the whole weekend, I kid you not, all I drank was G&T, and I think it was like 35 Rand for a can, which isn't that bad, I guess. I did drink some water in between as well, but I packed my own 2-liter bottle, and we also got a free bottle in my camping site, and we also had like water stations to fill up. So I was drinking water in between, obviously, but the drinks were actually pretty affordable. It was the normal prices that you'd like pay at like a restaurant, for example. This time it was like 5 o'clock. My friend and I decided to go to a silent disco. The line was so long, I highly doubted that we'd get in, but we actually managed to get in. And it was so funny because, I mean, there were 3 stations of different music playing and you could pick whatever you wanted to listen to. But it just sounds so funny to dance around with no music. I mean, listen to this.
up in the building. Everybody hands go up. Hey, and they stay there. And they stay there. And they stay there. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Cause all I do is win, win, win. Ain't no nigga going in. Put your hands in the air. Make them stay there. She know it, she know it, she know me. Hey, hey. She said, do you love me? I said, I only partly. I only love my bed and my mom. I'm sorry.
It was then time to watch my favorite artists and our musicians. We made our way back to the Savannah Beach Club stage, and I bumped into an old friend from high school. Straight after Sanel musician Rebecca and I ran back to the Johnny Black stage so that we could catch Blackie and then Ex-Ambassadors and then Nasty C and then Kehlani. And we went there early so that we could obviously be in the front to see Kehlani.
And the curves in my corner, a 10 on my lap.
Guys, by this time I was so tired I wanted to give up. We had been standing for 3 hours, but obviously when I looked back like towards the crowd, I realized how far like in the front we were and how close we were to the stage. And I wanted to give up so badly because we had watched 3 performances like back to back, and Kehlani was the last performance. Guys, when I tell you, you couldn't even go to the bathroom or get a drink. You had to stand there on your feet. You couldn't move because if you moved, you would lose your spot and then you'd have to be at the back of the crowd where you can't see the damn stage. I was so tired.
We won. We here. We won. We ain't going nowhere.
South Africa, what the fuck is good? I cannot believe that I'm so far from home right now. This is I deserve it. I deserve it. Damn, you know I hate the club. It's all good, it's my boy. Ooh, feels just like I like my honey. Sweet little self. Tell me up, give me down, show no mercy. Kiss me like a Hershey. You on my way up. Set a radio.
Guys, remind me to never get involved with a mosh pit. I wasn't even in it. It's just that it happened next to me. And I swear to God, if my friend Sakile was not there, I would have been like, I don't know, I would have been on the floor crying or something. Because just take a look at this and just listen to me screaming. Just listen.
I got you.
Yeah, so Buzz was the last person to perform, and that was Sunday morning at 3 o'clock. We then went to get some drinks, a nice nightcap before we went to sleep. But yeah, this was like a Jaeger shot at 3 a.m. Let's go. Next morning, I woke up at like 7 o'clock, showered and everything, and then we packed our tents. And the driver that we had on Friday, we organized with him to pick us up again. Once again, 300 Rand to go back, baby. Thank you, in driver. But guys, I was so tired, so tired. Like, there were still performances on Sunday, but I was just like, it's just DJs. Like, I have school tomorrow. I'm not in the mood. I want to go home and rest. And by that time, guys, my voice was completely gone. I had nothing in me left. Whenever I spoke, air would just come out. It was so bad. I actually ended up getting laryngitis. So I spent 3,690 Rand for this whole Rocking the Daisies experience, which is relatively doable. Yeah, the most expensive thing was the food and drinks at the festival. Hence why I said, please pack some snacks for yourself so you don't spend as much as I did on that, because you can really spend much less. And I also cut some costs with the camping equipment. I borrowed the tent and I borrowed a sleeping bag from a friend. But if you aren't able to do so, there are companies that hire out tents for the weekend. You can just look down below in the box. I will leave the details there. But yeah, if you really budget really well, you can really have a really great time at Rocking the Daisies. Here's just some final tips from my experience. Guys, bring blankets. Bring blankets. It gets so cold at night. You have no idea. And there's nothing more worse than when you are there already and there's nothing you can do about the cold. So I'd suggest you bring like 2 to 3 blankets. I am not even playing. You can also bring a mattress. There are pumping stations to fill up your mattress with air. Secondly, pack a hammer, guys. Pack a hammer. Don't be like me and my friend. Pack a hammer so you can actually put the pins in the ground perfectly. Yeah, you don't want your tent flying away during the night because that happened to many people. Thirdly, be prepared for the heat. Guys, it gets so hot during the day. Bring some sunscreen, bring a hat, bring some sunglasses, pack a water bottle so you can fill it up with water later on. Pack a power bank, guys. You will thank me later. Trust me. Bring some snacks as well, just to lower the costs for the food and drinks at the festival because it is quite pricey. And lastly, bring sandals because you are going to be sharing the showers with so many other people. And obviously, we don't want you to get athlete foot or something. So I highly suggest you bring some sandals, bring wet wipes, and bring sanitizer as well. Actually, mid-editing, I just realized that something is missing, and that something is an outro. So this will have to do for now. It's my first YouTube video, so forgive me. I'm still getting a hang of things, but the next video will be better, I promise. But thank you for watching. If you guys have any questions relating to Rocking the Daisies, feel free to DM me. I do answer my DMs, and I will help you with anything that you need. But anyways, goodbye. See you guys next week. Bye, guys.
So we moved to the other side of the balcony.
What the fuck? I'm just gonna exit.
Hey MTV, welcome to my crib.